Welcome back, fellow mobile gamers, to my weekly roundup of the 3 most interesting mobile games that I played last week. My name is NimbleThor, and the point of these videos is to spend about a minute introducing each game, but if you want to dive one step further though, I have already done a full video on each of these games, and you can find the links for those videos in the description box down below this video. Now, in case you're new around here and this is the first video of mine you're watching, I hope that you'll consider checking out some of the other videos here on the channel as well, and if you like what you see, you can hit that subscribe button for more mobile gaming goodness. Now, in this episode, I have found 3 awesome games for you guys, ranging from the largest mobile MMORPG that I've ever played, taking up over 5 GB of space, to the only interesting endless runner I've played in over a year on mobile, and then lastly, an interesting card-based RPG with a match-3 inspired combat system. So let's just dive in with today's first game called Dragon Raya, which is a freakishly huge 3D MMORPG with a decent story, high quality graphics and world design, and a ton of gameplay features, including some that I just wouldn't expect to see in an MMORPG on mobile, like for example the ability to launch a career as either a chef or even a celebrity. Now, the gameplay focuses heavily on auto-questing and combat and events, rather than the more old school monster grinding to level up, but it also does feature plenty of co-op and PvP content where autoplay is not a viable option. With no less than 4 unique classes to play as, an incredibly detailed character customization screen, and just a ton of cosmetics, mounts, and all of that good stuff, this game is truly one of the most impressive mobile MMORPGs in terms of the sheer amount of content and customization that it offers. On the flip side though, it does also monetize rather heavily through, for example, selling weapons directly for premium currency and an optional monthly subscription. For those that dedicate a lot of hours to the game though, it seems mostly everything can be achieved as a free player as well, since you can sell certain in-game items for premium currency through the auction house. Now, this might just be one of the most impressive games within this modern mobile MMORPG subgenre, with all of the pros and the cons that come with that genre. So the game requires online access, it takes up a freaking 5.27 GB of space, and it's out both on Android and on iOS already, and if you enjoy these heavily auto-focused MMOs, you should definitely check out Dragon Raya because of its incredibly high quality and the ton of gameplay content that makes this game one of the best within this subgenre of mobile MMORPG games. Now, today's next game, Slash & Girl, despite its weird name, is a fresh take on the endless runner genre on mobile, and it mixes blades of Brim-like world design with a ton of cosmetic items and then some sort of RPG-like progression system. As we run forward through the endless world, we swipe up, down, left and right to perform everything from wall jumps to in-air attacks on enemies, and we also progress through the stages of the endless level. And every time we reach a new stage in this endless level, enemies have 1 more HP, making them increasingly more challenging to deal with. We can unlock new equipment pieces for higher high score multipliers, and then we can spend in-game gold that we earn from playing the game to buy and upgrade new weapons that deal more damage per attack, making it of course easier to deal with high HP enemies. One of this game's main appeals is certainly the ton of fun designs for equipment and weapons that it offers, which makes the game just a joy to play, and the monetization is actually relatively relaxed as well, focusing on incentivized advertisements that can be removed through a few different in-app purchases if you want to support the developers. The game requires online access, it takes up 200 MB of space, it's out in a beta version on both Android and on iOS, and if it has been a while since you have played an endless runner just like it had with me, this one most likely won't let you down, and if you enjoy what it has to offer, be sure to also check out Blades of Brim, which is my all-time favorite endless runner game. But then, as you guys who've been part of this Nimble Nation community for a while already know, there is no one of these summary videos without also covering some sort of RPG game. And today's some sort of RPG game is Super Spell Heroes, which is an RPG, and it draws inspiration from Match 3 for a rather unique and fun combat system that plays as something in between turn-based and real-time. With offensive and defensive cards randomly appearing on a 4x4 grid, we have to match 3 of the same type of card to either launch an attack or block incoming attacks and recover HP. Now, cards have a chance of spawning as powerful abilities as well, and stronger abilities unlock the further we get into each match, which means the intensity increases over time in each of these matches, which makes for a really awesome gameplay experience. In between matches in this game, we start quests, which are almost like loot boxes because they reward us with gold and more ability cards, but we have to wait for them to open, and then we upgrade our existing cards to grow stronger. The game is supposed to center around PvP matches, but it seems pretty obvious to me that we are fighting bots most of the time, and the in-app purchases does make the game heavily pay to progress faster, even leaning towards pay to win, sadly. So ultimately, the grind is real in this game, but I did really enjoy the combat system though. The game requires online access, it takes up 313 MB of space, it's out on Android and on iOS, and I'll give this one a positive recommendation despite its approach to monetization, simply because when I look back at last week, this game stood out as providing the overall most fun gameplay experience to me, so therefore, this has to be my favorite game of the week. This game is still installed on my phone, I'm still playing it, despite the monetization system, and I haven't spent any money on the game, and I don't plan to either, but I am enjoying the core gameplay experience, and I hope that you guys will as well. Now that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and be sure to let me know in the comments down below if you've got ideas for which games I should cover in next week's episode, and then, until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.